What's going on, guys? I want to come at you guys with another video, kind of outline a little trade that I did on AMD. It was a day trade. I was not in this trade all that long. It was underneath an hour's worth of hold time. Again, so welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I do technical analysis and make training videos each and every single day, predominantly for options traders, stocks, guys who trade shares and equity. You guys can follow along as well. It's the same rules apply. But what we're looking at here is AMD. We're looking at the 5-minute time frame. I've got a couple of supply and demand zones marked on my chart. Now today, this trade, I was in it for 10 contracts, right? 10 contracts with a $73 strike price. Obviously, 95% of the time I'm going to play weekly expiration. So those contracts were due to expire this Friday. I made 680 bucks. I want to show you guys exactly what my thought process was on the trade. So maybe you guys can take some notes or kind of understand, what I was thinking when I was looking at the actual market kind of play out. So I've got a few lines on my chart here. The first white line up top is the pre-market highs. That price was sitting at 75.80. We did have a nice sell-off in the pre-market, followed by that opening range kind of washout, and then bulls immediately trapped shorts. And if you did go short off the open, you pretty much got trapped and either lost a ton of money on it, or you broke even as long as you kind of respected your stop losses and your risk management. So the bottom white line here is the pre-market lows. The red line down at the bottom is going to be the first hour's low. Okay, so these are lines that I'm always going to put on my chart. I'm always going to put the pre-market highs as well as the pre-market lows, and I'm always going to put the first hour candles high and the first hour candles low. Normally, these are the ranges that I'm going to be trading day in and day out. I also have the 20 period moving average on my chart. That's the white squiggly line that you can see there. Now, I definitely don't want to be going long if we're trading well below the 20 SMA, and I don't want to be going short if we're trading over the 20 SMA. Hope that makes sense. I kind of also use it as an indicator to kind of play reversal spots and bounce spots, and that's exactly what I did on this trade. I'm going to kind of blow this up a little bit here so we can see it a little bit better. And then what I'm going to do is slide this across. So off the open, we had the initial washout. We did lose these pre-market lows. Now, I know some people like to take scalps off the pre-market lows. You would have got stopped out on this candle here at 7:40 a.m. Pacific Standard Time when we reclosed back over those pre-market lows loss and then confirmed it, right? So maybe you made some money on this 30-40 cent decline here, depending on your position sizing. Now, for me, if I was going to look for a short position, what I would look for is an initial washout of the pre-market lows. I'd look for consolidation. I'd look for a bounce, and then I'd look for the second kind of loss of that. I was ready to go short on AMD below 72.07. I did take a quick scalp here. Me and one of the members from Discord, we took a very quick scalp here. I took 10 contracts. I ended up making like 180 bucks, right? Or 12 contracts, 180 bucks on those, nothing too much significance. I immediately sold out of 8 contracts on this candlestick here. And as we started to bounce and chop around a little bit, gave it a little bit more time to kind of wiggle around here. And then finally, once we closed the second time back over this level, I just kind of got out for a break even on those contracts here. But what we're looking at, the trade that I made $680 on, I was looking at this candlestick here at 7:55 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, the reason why I was looking at that, if I kind of move over a little bit, if I can kind of see here the pre-market highs, right? I'm looking at the pre-market highs. I'm looking at the opening range candle highs, which is the first hour candle. So what did we do in the first hour of trading? What are those highs? I'm looking at it here. This is going to be an act of micro resistance here for intraday. This is an act of micro resistance here for intraday, obviously below the pre-market lows. So as soon as we reclaimed the 20 SMA and we closed over the 20 SMA, I waited for the following candle to take out the price action. As soon as this candle here at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time confirms this candle, I'm going to go long. And I ended up going long here, and actually from a price of 72.87 all the way up to within 10 minutes, all the way up to 73.58. It's about $1 worth of room here. Immediately on this move here, I sold half my position sizing, which was on 10 contracts. I sold 5. I waited for the pullback. We were still trading over this 20 SMA, so no reason to get concerned or, go short or sell the remaining of my position. If that position would have lost the 20 SMA, I would have got out of that position, but I already profited on the first. We traded sideways here for quite some time, kind of double testing, triple testing this top here, pulled once more back into this 20 period moving average, and then we started to slowly grind up towards high of day. Now, it was when we ran into this initial opening range high, which you can already see that I had marked out here because it was the first hour's high. So as soon as the first hour closes, I'm going to mark that high. As soon as the first hour closes, I'm going to mark that low. Okay. So when that low gets kind of marked out here, this is what I want to go off of and looking at that pre-market here. So as we ran into this supply, okay, it's where I sold. Now, mind you, there was another trade set up here. If you waited for it to break and close over the high of day and then confirm at 10:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, you could have gotten into this trade at 74.17 and it ran all the way up to 75.13. So another dollar move there. There was two trades here. Overall, this was a great trending day here. Initial washout, allow it to consolidate. If we do lose that initial washout, you go short. If we do not and we start to recover, you go long. As long as we are riding over the 20 SMA, you're going to want to stay long. Now, if you're playing smaller size, meaning maybe 1, 2, 3 contracts, and you're going to really need a bigger move, then you could have actually ridden this trade out all day until the end of the day and then just kind of sold at the end of the day, because we did not break the 20 SMA until 10 minutes left of close. Hope this video helps. That's exactly how I made $680 trading options contracts on AMD for today. Normally I'm in and out of these trades within 1 to 2 hours, sometimes within minutes. If you want more information on how I do that, go to evolutiontraders.com, join the Discord, do whatever you got to do. I'll be here each and every single day. Make sure to drop me a comment, and I'll see you guys all next time.